Hey guys, Jimmy here from Legacy Digital. So I'm just going to run you through how increasing your speed will help get you more sales. So, in the ever-changing world of marketing, but then especially fitness marketing, there's more gyms able to run Facebook ads than ever before. So I know just in my local area in the Northern Beaches of Sydney, there's 3 gyms opening over the next 30 days. So what that means is your clients are looking elsewhere and they have different options on where they're able to inquire at, where they're able to check prices and where they're able to, sign up for gym memberships. So the fastest business is going to win this lead and get the chance to save their life, to change their life. So that means the fastest in replying on, any comments on Facebook. But then I'm going to talk a lot about increasing the speed in your conversion from lead to that first conversation. So look, first of all, you just want to understand that the first person to act will control the conversation. So imagine if someone's just opted in and, in an ideal world, 30 seconds later, you give them a call. They've remembered that they've opted in. There's the thing happening. I've been studying a lot of Grant Cardone stuff recently. And, with the amount of things that we do on the internet these days, people simply forget what they're doing. So they might have come in, they've opted in for an ad at Code 5. Then they've decided to go online and, book a Zoom call. Then they've ordered their shopping online. Then they've gone on eBay. Then they've scrolled on Instagram. So that means that we need to be quick and we need to contact them as rapidly as we can before they simply forget what they're doing. And, I even talk to a lot of my clients and people like us to kind of remember what, we were doing even the day or the day before that is people aren't remembering that they're opting into these leads. So then we need to set up an automation of emails and texts that go to your clients. I'm going to show you the helicopter overview of how you can do that. I'm not going to go into the deep dive of how you can do it like with technology today because it will take a very long time. But I just want to show you what the best gyms in the world are doing and then what the best businesses are doing as well. And then we also need to set up automation so you receive that lead quickly. Okay, so your leads are getting contacted quickly and then you're also getting notified extremely quickly as well. Okay, so with this, firstly, it all starts with mindset. Okay, so having the right mindset to drop everything that you're doing and contact this lead within 5 minutes. So that'll increase your conversion rate by 900%. I always play this game. I was actually just doing it with my sales team where we're in a meeting and we're chatting and I do a countdown timer of 30 seconds, 30, 29, 28, 27, and they have to run to their phones and text me their automated text because if they're in a meeting, they can't call at that time. So you can do that using keyboard shortener, which I'll show you in a second. But if you're doing something, if it's not life urgent, then it's urgent to change this person's life. So you really need to prioritize jumping on the phone because in the first 5 minutes, it 900x's your chances of signing them up. And then once you have that lead is you might call them once. Everyone on this call, you would have screen calls before. I do it all the time. People don't like it when people call you these days. It's not like the good old days where everyone who's calling you is like your friend or family. So they get a lot of random calls all the time. So you want to call them, text them, identify yourself and why you're calling, and then call them again. So say in a perfect world, you get a lead, bang, call them straight away. Just say, for instance, they don't pick up, you send them a message and then 60 seconds later, you call them again. And then you're aiming to call them 4 times within the first 24 hours. Now we do this to show urgency and that show that we're committed in the first 24 hours and that we're committed to changing their life. Because every day after they opt into your ad, is the chances of them joining up dramatically decrease. They decrease every hour, but once you start to contact leads and, you guys would have had it where you contacted a lead from 4 days ago and, it's pretty much like a dead lead by then. So we call them 3 times a day for 5 days and then once a day after that before we switch salespeople on them so they get called off a different number. So now into your automation requirements. So now you understand the importance of it. There's a few automation requirements that need to be set up. So firstly, email integration so that the lead gets an opt-in email. Now look, emails aren't a great way to contact our leads these days. About only 20% of people do open emails. but you do still need to contact your client via email. So setting up this automation, we use Aweber and a few other systems. I can get into this a little bit deeper. If you guys need the time, I can do that with you. But setting up the email, so just be like, hey Rod, thank you so much for inquiring with Codify Fitness. We're really busy transforming lives at the moment. If you just email a time that you'd be free to chat over the next 24 hours, I'll make sure that one of our friendly sales team give you a call at that time, and then have a few testimonial images in that of people who have lost 5, 10, 15 or 25 kilos. Then you can set up Zapier and TextMagic or Gym Leads. So, I don't want you to worry about the systems. I just want you to worry about, I guess, the main points of what we're trying to achieve here. And what we're trying to achieve is that your person who opts in also gets a text message. So, it could just be like, hey Rod, thank you so much for inquiring at Codify Fitness. One of our friendly team will give you a call soon. Just checking, do you live or work in the Brookvale area? So then that way you're sending an automation to them. So if you're not able to contact them within that 5 minutes, you have this backup plan where then they will reply to you, or they'll reply to your Gym Leads account, where then you can continue that conversation on. The next one is your Zapier and text automation, so that you get the leads. So you want to make sure that you're getting the leads to your mobile phone number. The way that you do that is by using Zapier and TextMagic. It's quite simple once you've done it for a few times, but I'm going to be really honest, it's a nightmare to do for the first time. But what will happen is you'll get a text message that will have the lead's name, the lead's phone number, and also what they're opting in for. So then that way you're able to use your text shorteners if you're really busy to personally message them, because it's much better to personally message them than to get an automated text. I'm sure we all get those where, you opt in and then it has like, send stop to, opt out of this message. So it's much better coming off your personal phone, and this gives you the ability to do that. But before you text message them, I always say is if you're looking at that message, just hit their number. It'll be hyperlinked in there and it will just start to call them straight away. And then you can continue with that script. So we have like some of our sales guys, they're absolute predators, like they're hunters, is they'll call their leads at like 7:30, 8 at night if they're just at home having dinner, because they know that if they wait till tomorrow morning, then it's going to take them another 12 calls, and time is money. So for every time you have to call them, it's just costing you money, it's costing you energy. So if you see that message, just call them straight away, and you're going to change their life, and it's going to save you a lot of time. Then you can set up Zapier and Gmail integration. There's a lot of this just where you get emailed the lead as well. You can set up some things where it automatically goes into your CRM. Now, look, most systems do this, but if you're not doing this and you're manually getting your leads, I want you to stop that ASAP and just get it automated, so you don't have to spend time in the back end of Facebook or maybe ClickFunnels or whatever you're using. And the last thing is a text shortener on your iPhone or Android. So what I mean by text shortener is I have one where I'll write like join one, and it sends an automated message to be like, hey, thank you so much for connecting with me. I'd really love if you join a group called 150K Profit Owners, which is for gyms. So you can essentially type 5 characters and it auto-populates an entire text out for you. Okay, so guys, that's really the basics of everything. So I want you to take just a moment to kind of think about everything that we've discussed today, all the automations. I don't want you to get caught up in, that it's going to take time to learn, but I just want you to do a little scorecard on how much of that automation you have and where you can improve on. Because if we can improve by even 10%, you improve by 10%, you close 10% more sales, 10% more trials, 10% more sales, and then you add 10% more to your profit. All the money is in the follow-up, and speed kills in this follow-up. So you need to be fast, you need to be a hustler, you need to take control of this lead, or quite simply another gym in your local area will be doing this and they'll take that lead from you.